get it done. We even have some Domino's pizza here. You want a slice?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, get that. There's extra pepperoni on there.
There you go.
You know, I haven't had Domino's pizza in a while. Not bad. Hey guys, it's Cam with Craft and Tailored, and this episode of What Is On My Wrist, we are talking about a fan favorite, baby. That's right, Rolex Air-King Dominoes. Reference is 14000. This specific example is from 1996. It is an awesome example of the reference. It's one of my favorite Dominoes dial variants, if that makes sense, and really excited to talk about this one with you. So if you are a vintage watch fan like myself, and if you've been following our channel, one thing that you'll probably know is that in select and exclusive cases, Rolex actually would co-brand their watches to celebrate different commemorative events or for company promotions and things like that. Rolex is not doing that anymore and stopped doing that, I would say probably in like the later part of the 1990s. So in this case, Rolex worked with Domino's and they co-branded the watch to feature a Domino's pizza logo on the watch. Do you remember what was happening in 1996, Pete? This watch is from 1996.
The PlayStation 1 came out.
Yep, PlayStation 1 came out.
And Montel Jordan was pretty big.
Yep, Montel Jordan was big.
2 Live Crew, TLC.
Come on, what else? 96, Bulls Legacy, baby. Oh, N64 came out.
N64 came out in 90.
No, 96, man.
Did it?
Yeah. I wrote it in this thing over here.
Oh yeah, PS1 came out.
96 was a good year.
Great year.
So let's talk a little bit about the history between Rolex and Domino's. Basically, it was for a sales contest. So if you were a Domino's franchisee and you had a Domino's store, if you were a Domino's pizza franchisee and you had a $20,000 sales week, you would be awarded with a Rolex Domino's watch. And there was a Seiko and a couple of Bulivas that were given out, but Rolex kind of landed on the Air-King as the model that they were going to gift for achieving this sales goal. What's interesting is, to my knowledge, there are 3 different Domino's dials. You have the black and white logo. The Domino's pizza logo is not on its axis. It's actually straight up and it's a large logo. Then you have the red, white, and blue Domino's logo, and it's really big and also similar to the black logo, it's big. And then you have the smaller, which is my favorite Domino's pizza logo, which is on its side. I actually like the printing on this logo more so than just the two-tone logo or the big level logo, if that's what you want to call it. I think just the printing process for all of this stuff was just getting better in the later part of the 1990s. So this small logo is actually my favorite. Outside of the logo on the dial, it's a 34 millimeter Air-King. I think the cool thing about these watches is that they are substantial. They're time-only Rolexes, they're Oyster. This specific reference 14000 is a sapphire crystal. So I think it's kind of cool. It's just kind of a no fuss, just kind of everyday watch. And I think it's really nice. It's steel. If I was like a franchisee owner in the 90s and I was gifted this thing, it would be a watch that I'd probably wear. I think that a lot of these watches have ended up in the secondary market because obviously franchisee owners change, or maybe they weren't fans of like the logo on the dial. And I think for a long time, people were kind of like, that watch has a Domino's pizza logo on the dial. You know, it wasn't a novelty back in the day. So these watches were and would surface on the secondary market in the 90s, in the 2000s, even up until a few years ago, with people just kind of being confused about them. But now that they're recognized as kind of an icon onto themselves, you have kind of these 2 iconic brands. You have, Rolex being the highbrow element, and then you have like Domino's being kind of like the consumable, like everyman's pizza, for this kind of like perfect symmetry of like iconicness, but also there's kind of like a novelty associated with Domino's pizza and that being printed on a Rolex. I think that they're quite cool. I'm a big fan of logo dials. We've done some other logo dials, but I would say that out of all the logo dials out there, outside of maybe one double bubble that I've seen, this is probably one of the most fun logos to see on a watch outside of all the other stuff. So Domino's first started off with this contest being that it was $20,000 in a week, but obviously Domino's Pizza became very popular, and so the terms and conditions of the sales contest changed. I believe that you can still get a Domino's watch.
Sorry, 1 second. It's got a little extra coldness to it.
I like cold pizza. I mean, what else is good cold? Look at this. Highbrow meeting lowbrow right here. Here's a better question. How many people do you think have eaten a Domino's piece of pizza while wearing their Domino Pizza's Rolex?
Not many.
I'm probably the only guy.
Do you think people would like look at you and be like, respect?
Not anymore. It's inside baseball now.
Oh.
Before, like somebody would be like, oh, this has a logo dial. The dial's like,
That's what I mean. It's like
whatever. Yeah, now it's cool.
Somebody at the bar would be like, dude, you got that logo down.
If they knew, or they'd be like, wow, there's a Domino's Pizza logo on your Rolex? This is not sponsored by Domino's. We paid for this pizza.
Should be sponsored.
Don't sponsor me, I'm gonna get fat.
Yeah, right.
And I'm not gonna be able to fit in these tight t-shirts anymore, you know what I mean? Let's talk about collectibility. Logo dials and these like novel kind of things have become insanely collectible. You know, Rolex is not really producing any kind of collaborative merch really. The only thing that I can really think of that is like collaborative, that has been like on the nose collaborative is probably the Patek Philippe 5711 Tiffany Nautilus, where it was like literally two brands like coming together to create this like super thing. I think the one thing that I like about Rolex is that they're not really gonna clutter their dial or take away from the marquee brand, which is Rolex in itself. So the fact that these dials were printed and the fact that like Rolex was doing this at factory, or any logo dial for that matter, whether it be like a Winn-Dixie or a Domino's, or we actually even had probably one of the most rare logo dials that I'd ever seen, which is the Freemasons logo dial, which I only think there's like maybe a handful of. That just doesn't exist anymore. So these are obviously very rare. There's very few of these. You obviously had to be a part of the sales contest to get one. They're out there, but I think that people's awareness has increased over the past few years, and to find something like this, you know, logo on the dial, something that is kind of an iconic and also household name is kind of cool. There are also logo dials and dials that have been altered with different logos. There's one that's floating around right now that is a Porsche logo dial. And the thing that's funny about that is I think it's on an Oyster Precision, which just wouldn't be a watch that I think Rolex would ever put a logo on. But Domino's definitely is a logo that is recognized as being like a factory offering by Rolex for a big brand. These are getting increasingly hard to find. Obviously the collector market is holding on to them, and there's a novelty to collecting something like this. Pete was just asking me, do you think that, what was the question? Does it make you cool to have a—
Cooler, like respectable.
Oh, maybe the outsider would go, oh, that's kind of funny and cool. Is that like, there's a Domino's pizza logo on your Rolex? Like, I think that the uninformed person would probably look at it that way. The inside collector would be like, oh, that's a Domino's Rolex. That it would definitely have some weight, I would say, in the collecting community, which I also think is kind of cool from the perspective of this is just a 14,000 series Air-King. I like the Air-King. I think it's a really great watch. Like if somebody were to go out and say, you know, I want just a simple Rolex, what would it be? I think an Air-King would be a great place to start, maybe outside of the Datejust. I actually like the fact that this is time only and just kind of like a no frills, simple, precision timekeeping instrument. The fact that it has the Domino's Pizza logo on it elevates it up there, but in any case, thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate the support and comments. Our channel is growing, so thank you so much for that. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, like, comment, do what you gotta do. We're also here and happy to help. If you've got watch questions, feel free to drop us a line, info@craftandtailored.com, and you can of course follow us on Instagram @craftandtailored. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I will see you in the next one. I think this pizza's still good.
It's been like 20 minutes.
Dude, I get weird with that with food.
Bro, I think you're okay.